Hello and welcome back to Grim Survival, all of my fellow Gremlins. Hope everyone is having a good morning so far. And yes, I'm about 1 minute early, as what the time said, but I have to tell you that a gremlin is never early and a gremlin is never late. A gremlin arrives precisely when he means to. And that being said, let's just go ahead and mute this phone. Ooh, I'm getting comments. Comments are fun. Um, yeah, comments are fun. All right. Can everybody see me, hear me? And I got some disappointing news for everyone who was at the live stream last night. The gremlin is no longer under the chair because, yeah, I used WD-40. I did. I did it this morning too because the chair was so annoying. One day I'm going to get that chair. It's kind of still making noises, but it's not like the gremlin noise. It sounds more like there's an elephant under there. That's what my dad used to say. Every time you heard a sound out of my dad, you know what sound I'm referring to. He was like, "Did you see that elephant run under there?" This is when I was a little kid, and I'm of course looking under the chair. I don't see no elephants under there. I think you lost your mind, Dad. But anyway, uh, don't look under the chair when your dad tells you there's an elephant under there. That's the lesson there. Because yeah, you won't find anything you like. But yeah, how's it going, Hutch? Prep and prep. Mike, good morning. River Rat. Patricia, how's it going? I'm not going to try to say your last name, Patricia, because I would butcher it. I would. Sheila, how's it going? Yarn, Prepper, Hard Life Prepping. I'm going up the list here. Pat, how's it going, Pat? I used to know a guy named Pat. He didn't like me. Go figure. Elusive Prepper, how's it going? Prep your stead. Bull Moose, First Waffen. How's it going, everybody? All right, so I said I was going to go over in John's premiere this morning, Prepper Nation. If you weren't there and watching the chat, I did say right at the end that I was going to run my mouth, and I'm going to do that. I really am. I'm going to talk about the absolute most annoying thing that happened yet. Okay, I'm going to actually talk about the second most annoying thing. I'll get into the first thing that was the most annoying in a minute. But first, the second thing that annoyed me the most about everything that happened to me yesterday, and I got to warn you, this is going to be a bit of one of those things that could very well upset several people. Dusty Data is in the house, obviously. And thank you, Dusty Data. I appreciate that super chat. I hope you're driving safe today. But anyway, I am going to do it. I can't help it. I can't help myself. I have to run my mouth. So I'm going to talk about the second most annoying thing that happened to me yesterday. And are you ready for it? Here it is. I'm going to say it. Get ready. I mean, hold on, because this could get rough here. This could. Number two, second and most annoying thing that happened to me yesterday. I ran out of my favorite coffee. It's empty. There's no more in there. That's my double dead. This was sent to me by We the People Prepping, and I see him in the chat. We the People, I ran out, man. He sent me two of these bags, and I ran out twice. Yeah, that's the second most annoying thing. But in actuality, the first most annoying thing that happened to me yesterday was I was driving because I was not home at all yesterday, not at all. I was driving and I was coming down a state highway, and a semi truck swerved into my lane. Now I didn't see what he was trying to avoid, and I didn't notice if he was on his phone or if he was just, I don't know, falling asleep at the wheel. I have no idea, but he literally swerved halfway into my lane, and this is a sleeper cab with a 53 footer on the back, big truck, and I'm in my SUV, and I had to literally go into the grass and almost lost. And it was snowing, raining, and sleeting at some point. And at that particular moment, I think it was snowing and raining, maybe, maybe. And yeah, I don't know what this guy was doing, but he just about ran me completely off of the road. And yeah, he couldn't hear me, but I had some words for him. But anyway, yeah, that's all the mouth running I'm going to do today. I still have coffee. It's just not my favorite, and my favorite has become the Double Dead. Now, I was told by a certain YouTuber that he sent me some coffee, and I'm going to go check that P.O. box a little bit later today. I do got to announce that, and I want to ask everybody in here a question for the premiere crowd, or I guess you're the live crowd this morning. I have a question for you guys. I don't post a premiere on Saturdays. I do observe the Sabbath, and I will not do it. Well, I won't. Every now and then, I'll look at my phone and catch John's uh, premiere, because usually I'm just, yeah, it's my day off. Let's just put it that way. It's my day off. I try not to do too much of nothing but read my book. Thank you, Dusty Data. Did I miss a super chat? I did. Connie Osborne. Yeah, I think I said that correctly. Thank you, Connie, for that super chat. And Dusty Data coffee run. I do need more coffee. You can never have enough. I'm going to order some more of that double dead coffee. That stuff is awesome. I highly recommend it. Now I completely forgot what I was saying. I've not been awake very long, and this is like the first cup of coffee. So, Marberry, how's it going? Blue Coat Gorilla. Saturday is the Sabbath. Exactly. That's exactly what I was. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Thank you. So I don't post a premiere on Saturday. I do record my Bible readings. I usually record it on Friday, which is today, and I do intend to do that today because I hadn't gotten to it this week. I should have done it yesterday, but I wasn't home. Yeah, I should have just done it from when I was waiting in a parking lot one of those times. But anyway, so what my question is for you guys, usually those videos go online. I schedule them for 6 a.m. Saturday morning. That's all automated through YouTube. It really isn't nothing I'm actually doing. I just set it after I record it and it does its thing, and I don't pay much attention to it. Hopefully it goes online pretty much. But my question is, instead of posting that at 6 a.m., would anybody rather me just premiere it at the normal time at 9:30? Because I can set it to do that. Now I probably wouldn't be attending that premiere. There's a chance I might. It just depends on what I intend. If I bother to wake up that early, let's just go that route. If I bother to wake up that early, I could be there, but not likely. So if anyone would like my Bible reading to premiere at 9:30, just let me know either in the comments or here on the live, and yeah, I could accommodate that. I wouldn't mind. Why is it when I go live, my phone just, I hadn't gotten a single message on my phone all morning. And as soon as I go live, it's just, it just starts chiming off. It's weird. Charlie, you feel the name to add Blue Coat to your name. I seen that over at John's Prepper Nation's premiere. He has the Blue Coat group now. He has the coffee club and the Blue Coats. So it got me thinking, now what could I do for Gremlins to add the next level of Gremlins? And I was thinking something along the Gremlin Elites or something like that. If anybody has names, I'm bad with names. I'll just call everybody Bob. Like, thank you for joining, Bob. That would be my next level. Gremlin the Bob the Gremlin. Yeah, there we go. I said that correctly. So just let me know. Somebody help me with names. All right, so we were talking about it in the live stream last night, and just to mention that, Papa Prepper, that was an awesome chat. Thank you for joining me. I also want to mention at 10:30 Eastern time, Papa Prepper has a premiere coming up that I noticed. So yeah, this will be over by then, so you guys can check that out. That'll be awesome. Hutch, are you up to no good? I see Hutch out there, and usually when Hutch is out there, shenanigans are happening. Usually, yeah. So anyway, in that live stream, we were talking about doing a PrepperCon or Prepper Convention 21, and several people are on board for it. I did get a link this morning. I'm trying to find the link. It was posted to MeWe, I believe, that somebody else is already trying to set up this type of thing. Here it is. Prepper Camp 21 is what it's called, preppercamp.com. And this is going to happen in North Carolina, and it's scheduled for September 24th, 25th, and 26th. Now, we are thinking about Florida for the PrepperCon that we are talking about, Florida in summertime. And the only thing I got to say about that is there better be a beach involved. So, yeah. Yeah, Joe, Me6 is always up to no good, but only when you're on. Me6 just waits for you. It really does. For anybody who doesn't know, Me6 is a bot over on my Discord server, and Joe likes to troll the bot. I mean, the bot can't respond. It's just a bot. If anybody knows what a bot is, it doesn't do anything but what it's programmed to do. And the only thing it's programmed to do is upload my videos. When I upload them, it automatically posts them to Discord, just so I don't have to do it because I tend to forget. And Joe will sit there and have a 20-minute conversation with this bot that's not talking back. It's just, yeah. It's the most interesting conversations that I've ever seen in some points. Just so you know, I could just sit there and watch Joe talk to the bot, and I'm just like, man, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? So, Blue Ridge Prepper, how's it going? And congratulations, you won the shirt. I am going to have those, both of them, sent out today. I meant to do that yesterday, but I was not home. So, Native and Devout Preppers, how's it going, Native? Native's going to be on the channel. I think it was Wednesday next week, if I remember correctly. I got to write these things down. I keep forgetting to write things down. I'll go back to the email and make sure I get that right. So, yeah, I really got to write things down. I need a secretary. I really do. Secretary would be awesome. Or just Victor. Just Victor to stand next to me and read comments. That would just greatly take the workload off. I wonder if I could convince Victor to just come here for one day and stand next to me. And he doesn't even have to do much. Just read the comments. That's all he really needs to do. So, Blue Coat Rebellion. I prefer black dark roast coffee. I don't really do the flavored coffee too much. I do have some flavored coffee that a subscriber had sent to me from Ireland, and it is good, I got to say, but it's not nearly as strong as what I'm used to. So when I drink it, it's like I need to drink 5 cups of this to equal 1 cup of what I normally drink. So, yeah. All right. So I do want to talk about some prepping. Now, I was going to make this video for either Sunday or later, but John kind of got me started over there. So I want to talk about a few things. And he went over his 5 favorite bug-in foods, and he didn't have any corned beef hash. Corned beef hash. And I don't, oh, this brand I got from Aldi. Aldi is a local grocery store that is, basically they have all the generic brands. So it's that kind of grocery store. And that's where I got this particular one. I have a lot of these. But anyway, I'm not talking about what foods that I would recommend you prep. I'm going to talk about how much food I recommend you prep, especially when it comes to canned food. Now, this says it's best by November 23. But if you watch Alaska Prepper, you know that that's not really set in stone on these best by dates. But anyway, how many cans? And I'm going to talk about, this is going to be cans. Whole thing about cans. I did the video on the math of how much rice you need in a bucket for one person for a year, and I figured it in at 3,200 calories, which equaled 22 buckets of rice, and that's one person for 1 year. That's a lot of rice. Yeah, what was that, 700 pounds? I think it was 700 pounds. So yeah, we the people prepping, I agree, prep all that you possibly can, but I'm going to try to give a baseline to anybody, and the baseline is going to be for 1 meal a day for a year. Full of hope, good morning. Good to see you here as well. Where was I? Oh yeah. So obviously 52 weeks in a year. Let's just start there. 1 day of food. This is 1 day of food. This is 1 meal per day. Just this can right here. One person could eat this and pretty much be, they'd be okay. They'd survive. It's 640 calories is what's in this 1 can. Now, obviously, that's probably not enough food for most people for 1 day. For most people. But I'm still going to base this off of 1 meal a day, and I'll get into the reasoning behind that in a little bit. So 1 meal a day, if you are prepping canned food, you don't want to prep 360 some odd days worth of just one thing, because that's going to get really boring really quickly. So what you want to do, and the baseline and the way I do it is 1 can per week. 1 can per week. So basically on Monday, I'll have this for a meal. On Tuesday, I'll have something different for a meal. On Wednesday, I'll have something different, so on and so forth. So that means I need 52 of these cans, and I would be able to have this for 1 meal, 1 day of the week. The second day, if I'm prepping, say, beans, these are Bush's baked beans. These are vegetarian, so they are kosher. I would need 1 can per day, so I'd need 52 of these for meal 2 of the week. So this is Monday's meal, this is Tuesday's meal. If I have 52 of these, I have a year supply of these, and if I have 52 of these, I have a year supply of these. Now, this pretty much goes with everything. If you set up a week's worth of food, canned food, 1 can per day for every day of the week, and then you stack 52 of each one of those cans, which will equal 364 cans. Yeah, the calculator's pulled up on the other screen. I had to reference. That's 364 cans. 364 cans will give you one meal a day for one person for a whole year. And it's one different meal every day per person. So, yeah, these are our meals, obviously. One thing I like is beef stew. Kids kind of like it. Every now and then, kids kind of like it. This is a name brand beef stew. Um, I don't know where the Best Buy date. Best Buy is also April 23rd, 23 on this. So this is one meal for one day of the week. If I had 52 of these, which I don't, come to think about it. I'm trying to get to the 52 of corned beef hash. I have so many different brands of corned beef hash. I can't even remember them all. But anyway, just going in. This is Monday. I have 52 of those. Every Monday, I can have that for a meal. Every Tuesday, I can have this for a meal. Every Wednesday, I can have this for a meal. And you just keep doing that. If you have 52 of each, you have one can per day for a whole year. Now, what I recommend the most, and a lot of preppers are kind of iffy on this particular subject. A lot of preppers are. But what I recommend the most is canning your own. This is canned beef stew. We canned it ourselves. I have eaten some cans. There were some jars of this, and it didn't kill me, obviously. So canning your own. Now, we don't have any videos of canning the beef stew. We have one canning video up, which is chili that had pork in it back before I decided I was going kosher. And yeah, this is obviously one meal, one whole meal in a can. Now, what's the shelf life on this? Is probably, they say 2-3 years, but I don't agree with them. I don't. I think it lasts a lot longer than that. And it's just a matter of, storing it properly, in my opinion. Now, John talked about peanut butter. This is, I think, an Aldi brand peanut butter as well. This thing's huge. This thing is past its best by date, and it's been used about that much because, you get tired of peanut butter. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches after a while. This is a 40-ounce, 2-pound jar of peanut butter that I actually was eating with an apple a couple of days ago. I'm trying to find the date on it because I know it said it had. There it is. This one's best by date was January 14th of this year. Still tastes fine. I'm still eating it. I still plan to eat it because there's nothing wrong with it. Sniff it before you eat it. Right? Right. Keep your minds out of the gutter. Just keep your minds out of the gutter. There's a reason behind that saying. And it's to make sure you're not poisoning yourself. Not for any other reason at all. I'm watching you. All right. Mickey FC, how's it going? Greg says, I love beef stew and peanut butter. Are you saying at the same time, do you literally put peanut butter on your beef stew? Because if you do, we need to have a chat. We do. I'm going to tell you an odd story now. My great grandmother on my dad's side, she was a full-blooded Native American woman, and the tribe was a Miami tribe, and that was based in the Indiana area. Just that's a story, a whole other story. The real story is the woman would put peanut butter on everything. She would have a cheeseburger, and she would take the bun off, and she would put peanut butter on the bun, slap it back together, and start eating. I watched her do it, and yeah, it was weird. She'd put peanut butter on her pancakes, which isn't too bad. Peanut butter and pancakes, not bad at all. Greg, thank you for clarifying that you eat them at different times. And shalom, brother. How's it going? I think I said that earlier, right? Shalom to everyone else, too. Anyone who follows that particular saying and knows what it means, shalom. I appreciate you being here. Gray Man is in the house. Now, Gray Man's not doing a premiere at 10, so I'm just going to keep rambling until we get to Papa Prepper's premiere that he's doing at 10:30 Eastern Time, which will be right after this particular video. I'm going to pull it up here on the phone to make sure I got the time right, because me and getting times right, I usually get times pretty accurate. It's names that names, but yeah, I want to make sure I was reading that right because I seen it this morning. I got to refresh that. Let's just go to his page. That's easy. I know I seen that he had many uses, so little time. Today's the 5th. Yep, 10:30 a.m. my time. Yep, I was right. So Papa Prepper will have his premiere up 10:30 a.m. I think we should all flood over there and just see what's up. What's up? Ask him to sing us a song. That would be funny. I don't know. I like this song. I listened to him sing the Elvis song. It was his last song video. I thought it was pretty good. Did better than I did. That's for sure. Hutch Homestead just realized I was live. Yeah, Hutch, I'm watching you, man. I am. I didn't bother to record a video last night. I was going to do so, and then I ended up on the phone with somebody for 2 hours talking about flannel shirts and Gizmo and things like that, and I'll just leave it there. It was a 2 hour chat, which was quite interesting and somewhat entertaining at some point. So, yeah, entertaining. I mean, entertaining. If you haven't seen it already, go back and check Live with Gremlins, and you'll see Victor and Arkansas Living trying to understand each other in somewhere in the 20 to 30-minute mark of that video. They couldn't understand each other, and it was just hilarious. I mean, yeah, I am not a good translator, but hey. hmm. So yesterday I went to Costco, and yeah, I mean, I could go back into the math of how many cans you need, but the simple math is 1 can per day per every day of the week, which equals 364 cans. I think the basic math there is good. You're good on that, right? So yesterday I went to Costco. They had no rice, none. I mean, I went up and down the aisles looking for the rice. Usually when I am at Costco, I leave there with 50 pounds of rice at least. They didn't have any. They didn't even have a 20-pound bag. It was like, where's all the rice? What they did have was several cases of green beans, cases of corn, cases of regular beans, and yeah, so they had cases of canned chicken breast, which for some reason, and they come in 6 packs when you buy them at Costco. It's a 6 pack of chicken breast in a can, and I don't remember offhand how much chicken breast is in the can, but yeah, I always pick one up when I'm at Costco, and I did that as well. Um, I can't find cases of these. These are Bush's baked beans, and Costco has cases of Bush's baked beans, but they are all have pork in them, and I won't eat pork. This is Bush's vegetarian recipe, good source of fiber, and the vegetarian recipe does not have any meat, so therefore it doesn't have any pork. And I believe it was made for people who don't eat pork. Um, Ingredients are navy beans, sugar, water, brown sugar. Why do they have sugar and brown sugar? That just makes no sense. Tomato paste, salt, white mustard. I'm done reading that. It's just, yeah, it's pretty good ingredients, and they don't taste too bad. I mean, if you can doctor them up all you want, but yeah, it doesn't taste too bad. It might be going along the lines of by 2030, well, you won't eat a lot of meat. And I do want to go into that topic because I was talking about yesterday with a Papa Prepper about how I've been hearing stories of plans coming down from, the big house. I'll call it the big house. Plans from the big house to confiscate food and leave everybody with a 3-day supply. Now, a lot of people are saying the logistics of that doesn't make sense, and I will go into the logistics of it in a minute. Personally, do I think it's going to happen? I think what they're really going to do is just run the grocery stores out of food, and we won't have any food by 2030. That's what I think is really going to happen. I don't really believe that they are going to come and confiscate all the food. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. I will say that if they really wanted to do it, the logistics of it, like a lot of people say it doesn't make sense, the logistics of it would be impossible. That's incorrect. And believe me, I know a lot about logistics, a lot. I've been a truck driver for almost 7 years. Almost 7 years, although I haven't drove a truck in a while. I think it was November when I was driving the dump truck. Was it November? Maybe it was October. I don't remember exactly. Last year. But anyway, I know a lot about logistics. I've worked and run logistical warehouses. I have, as a teenager, I think I was a teenager, maybe it was early 20s, I was running back rooms in certain department stores, back rooms being their inventory room. And let's just say the logistics of it can be done pretty easily, actually. You see, when you see all the semi trucks driving down the road, if you've ever driven down a road, you've probably seen a semi truck with a big box trailer on the back of it. A lot of people that don't know much about trucking don't realize that for every one truck, there's probably about 10 empty trailers. Some of them are full trailers, just depends, but just going in it. there, for every one truck that's actually rolling down the road, there are 10 extra trailers somewhere that truck can hook up to and go with. So the logistics of it are pretty easy. You just start parking empty trailers in neighborhoods, and you send in your goons, I'm calling them goons, to go door to door and just unload everything into the semi truck. Now, keep in mind, the vast majority of the population has maybe a 3-day supply of food. So the logistics of it are pretty easy. One 53-foot truck parked outside of a suburb, or a 53-foot trailer outside of a suburb, it's not going to take, you might not even fill it up. You just might not. And then all they got to do is fill it up, place a guard next to it, lock it, and wait, and for a truck to come by, pick it up, and drive away with it. It's really, logistically speaking, it's not impossible. It's not. So, yeah, one prep I do want to mention while I'm here that I think a lot of preppers forget about, and this is something that I think every prepper should have at least a small supply of. And no, it's not toilet paper. It's WD-40, because that's what I use on my chair. It's still kind of making a squeaky sound, but not nearly as bad as that live stream last night. I couldn't move without the gremlin under my chair making strange sounds. I was having gremlin farts under my chair. It was just insane. All right, so what are we talking about in the chat? We are 26 minutes in. We got 122 watching, 56 likes. 2 people don't like me. I like you, though. You guys are awesome, both of you. I like the dislikes. For those of you that don't know, when you dislike a video or you like a video in the algorithm, it sees it as the same thing. It does. I've been recommended videos that had 10,000 dislikes and 200 likes. I mean, quite literally, it doesn't care if it's a like or dislike. It's the same thing to the program. So, yeah, Domestic Gangsta, how's it going? Go check out Domestic Gangster if you haven't done so already. We the People Prepping made a funny rant yesterday. I thought it was a rather good rant, and I agreed with 90% of everything he said. I'm not going to say I agreed with 100% of anything anybody says, because that would be boring. So that's the only reason I agree with 90%. So go check out We the People Prepping if you haven't done so. He needs more subscribers. He really does. And so does Domestic Gangster. And who else is in there? Hutch always needs more subscribers. Northern Girl Hobby needs more subscribers. Yeah, everybody needs more subscribers. Everybody. So I'm gonna say something, and this is going to pertain to some of what the drama was about. And this isn't about anybody but myself. I'm a troublemaker. Okay, let's just throw that right out there. I'm a troublemaker. I make trouble. I'm good at it. I've always been good at it. I find it quite hilarious, to be quite honest with you. I think it's rather entertaining. It really is. Tommy, shalom. How's it going, man? But yeah, I am a troublemaker. I really am. Now, I've seen some comments on my channel. One in particular that stood out was somebody told me I was too big for my britches, and I was getting quite cocky lately. Lady, I have always been cocky. You're just now noticing. See, I showed that to the other half while we were driving. I'm like, read this. They said I was cocky, and she busted out laughing like they don't know you very well. I'm like, well, no, probably not. She thought that was hilarious. I thought it was quite funny too. So, Firestein, no, not me. No, I'm an angel. This is a halo. Can't you tell? It's a halo. So, Muzzle Flash, thank you. But I was already adopted by Ma and Paul over at Homestead Oss, but I'll call you Paw if that's what you. Yeah, we can go there. Muzzle Flash. I mean, my parents have both passed away. Most of my grandparents are gone. I still have one that I don't talk to for various reasons, but yeah, they have my phone number. They're welcome to call. They just don't. Yeah, one grandparent left. My great grandmother it was the year before last, 2019. My great grandmother passed away finally. That woman was like 200 years old, not literally, but seemed that way. And yeah, she was happy to go, I believe. And she was a very God-fearing woman, that great grandmother. She used to bash people in the head with her Bible. She was the epitome of the term Bible thumper, because she would thump you with her Bible anytime that you were getting out of hand. So Tommy, never confused a troublemaker with a shit starter. Okay, I'm a little of both. Just here, I got to show that comment. There we go. Oh, somebody got to it for me. Thank you, whoever did that. Mods, you are awesome. Tommy, I'm a little of both because there's been times where I will do either. I'll either make some trouble or I'll just start something just because I'm bored. I mean, I have started things just because I'm bored. I really have. Yeah, there may be lurkers. I unbanned everybody that people banned and were rebanned and unbanned. I unbanned them all because I don't care. I really don't. Hoot Owl. I call Hoot Owl Uncle Hoot just because it sounds better. That's Uncle Hoot. Good morning, Hoot. How's it going? I don't know. Uncle Hoot, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, it might sound like kind of like the creepy uncle that you don't want to come over. So maybe I shouldn't call you Uncle Hoot because I don't think Hoot Owl's creepy. But Prepping Plumber said the lady just got new batteries for her hearing aid and just realized that what I say. I mean, there are subtitles on the videos, but the subtitles I've noticed from YouTube, it takes a while to process them. So subtitles usually don't come up until like, I think it's about a day later. Because, yeah, I was trying to get it to work for somebody else one day, and I think it's about a day later when subtitles actually work. So, a brat? Who's a brat? Not me. I'm not a brat. I'm too old to be a brat. I'm too old. Yeah. Uh, I'm not too big for my britches. I still wear a belt or they fall off. My britches are too big for me. I do it because I have a large EDC, a brat. I like that. That's funny. But yeah, that's funny. A brat. My kids are brats. I wonder where they got it from their mother. Just yeah, I'm throwing that out there right now. My kids got it from their mother. Yep. Yeah. She's not in the chat, I don't think. I don't think she's in the chat. So anybody want to ask some questions? Throw it in all caps. We'll just go there. We will. Dusty Data. I'm not even going to read that comment, man. Tommy, I'm not old. You're only as old as you feel, Tommy. Seriously. So how old do you feel? Because George Strait says he still feels 25 most of the time. I mean, he does. If you turned me upside down, I probably would lose one or two things out of my EDC. Most of my EDC is clipped to me. I can tell you my personal defense item I would not lose because I have holsters that are proper. This thing has a belt clip on it. My flashlight has a belt clip on it. This has a clip on it. And these clips are they work pretty good. And this thing doesn't fall out of here. And I keep it on my belt like so. In my pockets on my Blackhawk pants, I have straps in there. And I clip things inside my pocket to the strap. So most of my EDC probably wouldn't fall out. My phone probably would fall out. My earbuds that I keep in my pocket would probably fall out. Yeah, I would lose a couple of things. So, Patriot Ref? No, I'm a brat apparently. Who said that? I gotta go back up that comment. Mama 97054. She taught lots of brats like me. I don't know if they were like me now. I think I'm more unique than that. Come on now. I like that comment. Oh, yeah. I can be very cocky and arrogant sometimes. I will admit it. I have no problems admitting it. I can be. And it's just because I'm me. It's not for any particular reason. It's not because of any particular person. It's just me. It is. It's I mean, yeah, that's that. Let's see. Comments. Dusty Data is flooding us with the Gremlins. I like the Gremlins. Everybody secretly loves Grim Muzzle Flash. Everybody. Everybody. Most of them, it's secretly. Most of them. But hey, That's okay. Yeah, we the people drinks 2 gallons of Double Dead a day. I thought you, yeah, you told me you brew a gallon in the morning. I assume you go through that by noon and drink another gallon, or by lunchtime, and then drink another gallon for the end of the day. That can't be healthy to drink 2 gallons of coffee a day. I mean, you're supposed to drink a lot of water, but 2 gallons of coffee, man, you must be bouncing off the walls in that truck. That's just, I can just see, if I drank a gallon of Double Dead coffee, man, I would probably need to do a live stream just to make sure I wasn't about to keel over from a heart attack or something. I need to put the heart monitor on me because I'm sure my heart rate would just go through the roof. Hutch Homestead, I'm a, what is that? A squash? And Cryy Tears, I'm a squash. I know what you mean, Hutch. I'm not saying it. Uh, Gray Man Prepping. I did actually. I didn't watch it. I didn't personally watch it, but when I wasn't home yesterday, my tablet was sitting on my desk and it was playing your videos until my tablet died, which it started at 80 something percent. So it probably played through all of them and then just, probably started playing something random after that because I literally was gone from 11 to just before the live stream I did last night, from 11 a.m. to, when was that live stream? 8 p.m. So yeah, I just wasn't here all day. But yeah, Gray Man has a playlist. We're trying to get Gray Man monetized. He needs more watch hours to do so. So he has a playlist of all of his videos. If you're bored and not doing nothing, you could watch all of Gray Man's videos. Or if you have a device that you're not near, feel free to just set it to play. You can mute it so you don't got to listen to it, and it'll play. It'll give him more watch hours. And yeah, we can get him up there, get him monetized because, Gray Man has merch, but merch just isn't enough. Autoimmune Prepper, good morning. If anybody hasn't gone over and watched Autoimmune Prepper, you should do so for sure. Definitely go and do that. I have watched some of your videos, but I don't usually comment on them because typically if I'm watching YouTube, it's while I'm driving, and I do still drive a lot, even though I'm not currently technically a professional driver. Technically, but yeah. So that's why I don't comment on. I do listen to a lot of videos that I don't comment on. I'm a lurker. I like to lurk. I really do. Pat, thank you for that. Make sure y'all like and share my vids. Yeah, I like that. The only place I share them currently is Discord and MeWe. I no longer have Twitter. I no longer have Instagram. I no longer have Facebook. They are all gone. I don't like any of those three platforms, and I'm not using them anymore. They're gone. So, yeah, let's see. I need to move the chat over. I keep having to do this to read long sentences because, I guess I forgot that I have a mouse and I can slide it that way. I don't know. I have not been awake very long. Just so you know, I woke up about 10, 15 minutes before John's premiere. And then I was like, you know what? We're going live today. We're going to run our mouth. But prepping. We need time to go to White Castle? Nah, I've never had White Castle's breakfast, and I'm just no. If you're going to White Castle, go for it. Yeah, we the people. I seen Double Dead actually has whole beans, which is my preference, and I seen they have a 5 pound bag on Amazon. 5 pounds. Now, if anybody watched how much coffee you should have, and that was based on what the recommendations of the serving sizes and things, it said 1 cup a day. That 8 pounds of coffee would last you a year. I think 8 pounds of coffee only lasts we the people about a week, but probably 2 gallons a day. Well, how much? How many pounds of coffee do you go through in a week? We the people, because I gotta know, man. Uh, let's see. Oh, yeah. Northern Girl Hobbies had a doll going up on her Teespring. I didn't know you could do that on Teespring. I heard about that, but she just said that Hutch bought them all out. He's been prepping. And yeah, we're not going to go there. 15 pounds? Are you serious that you go through 15 pounds of coffee in a week? That's just wow. Wow, man. Wow. I kind of feel bad that you sent me those 2 bags of coffee. I think I cut into your supply. Arkansas Prepping Network, how's it going? All right, I want to throw out a shout out per se to, that's not the right link. Where's the right link? There's the right link. I'm going to see if I can do this properly. Give me just a second here. This needs to be done properly. Um, there we go. I got to do that. I got to do this. I got to make sure that that's like that is, and that's like that is, and then I got to hit that button. All right, so here's my shout out. This is Amendment 1 Preparedness, amendment1preparedness.com, that you can kind of see up there. It's a little small on the screen. And this is a radio shop. Now, this guy makes all of his own radios in ammo can type of things. He also makes a what he calls it, the canned ham juice. That is not food. That is to power your radios. And I encourage you to go check this out. These are all ham radios. And these ham radios, I believe some of them are 25 watt, which will get out there a long way. A lot of these have portable power, so you can take this wherever, and it has a built-in battery. And this ham radio is awesome. I mean, if you want a base station ham radio or a high-powered ham radio that you can take with you that has self-sustaining power, this is your guy. So amendment1preparedness.com, his email is down there if you want to ask him questions. He has 7 products on his page, as you're seeing right there, and I highly recommend it. I don't have one of his radios, but maybe one of these days soon. Arkansas Prepper Network, do I have a link to Discord? It's in my description of all my videos under the Find Me area of my description. And that's just above the disclaimer that I have recently added to all my videos, although I don't think it's on this video because I'm actually on StreamYard with this video because I wanted to share links like that one. That's the only reason I'm on StreamYard. And it doesn't automatically upload my description, so I think I forgot about that. So disclaimer, Grim may say something you don't like. There's my disclaimer. That's all I'm going to say about that. Blue Coat Gorilla, thank you. In your opinion, parents say I'm crazy and shut, and then want all my preps. And the Lord has his law, so what do I do? Prep extra. Just prep extra. Don't give them all your preps, but my recommendation for your parents is to prep extra. I mean, I don't know what your relationship is like. I can tell you from the biblical standpoint, honor thy mother and thy father, as the King James Version has put it. And yeah, I would just prep extra for them just to make sure that they're good to go. We the People Prepping link. Thank you, Mawberry, for sharing links. That's awesome. I do appreciate that. More people need to subscribe to more of these channels because there's a lot of good content floating around on a lot of these channels, and I think everybody should just subscribe to everybody, even if you don't like them. Even if you don't like them, you should still subscribe to them just to keep an eye on them. Go lurk. Lurking is fun. I mean, yeah, it is. It's just fun. And yeah, so a little bit about me, besides the fact that I am a cocky, arrogant, bit of a troublemaker. There's one thing I would like everybody, because, you know, I don't share a lot of personal information about myself on this channel. I never will. So a lot of people only know what they see. A lot of them. Not many people have talked to me on the phone. A few have, but not many. So I'm going to give a little bit of insight toward me. I am a cocky, arrogant jackass from some days. Some days I'll even go there, although I call my kids that more than I call myself that. But there is one thing about me that most people probably don't know, and you're just going to have to take my word for it on this one, is even after everything, and I'm just going to say after everything that happened, everything, and I didn't watch none of it because I wasn't here and I don't care that much. I literally did not watch any of it. I didn't. I was told about all of it through text while I was out and about doing the things I was doing. One thing about me that you may not know is if any one of those people needed help with anything, I would still help them. Period. The end. Cheers. So, yeah, that's one thing about me. And like I said, you're going to have to take my word for it. But, yeah, I really would. Let's see. We all have little a-holes hiding inside of us. It's called a defense mechanism. I don't use mine for defense. No, my defense mechanism is humor generally. If I get, agitated, I try to make jokes about it before I get angry because, yeah, when I get angry, things tend to get broken. Like, yeah, I didn't get angry and break my chair. My chair got angry and broke itself. But yeah, I need to break this chair. I really just need to find a new base for it. Just take the seat off the top, reattach a new base to the bottom, and hope that works. I need to find one where the bolt holes line up properly. I'm going to go try to. I have an extra computer chair that's in really bad shape sitting in a shed, and I'm going to see if the holes will line up so I can attach the base because the base is still in good shape. I'm going to attach the base to this chair. That's a project for Sunday probably. So yeah, I probably missed the comments. If anybody would like me to just premiere my readings instead of having it automatically upload at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, I could just premiere it at 9:30 a.m. so I can keep the standard time slot flowing 7 days a week instead of just six. There's a slight chance I would actually show up for that. So the Canadian prepper joined your team, really? Really? That's awesome. I had the Magic Prepper subscribe to me a couple of days ago. I was like trolling through my subscribers, and yeah, Magic Prepper subscribed to Old Grim. I wonder why. I got to see if Magic Prepper wants to come on for a live stream. That's a goal. Mawberry, Magic Prepper. We want to get Magic Prepper on here. You got connections, right, Mawberry? Oh, somebody's asking me if I'm awake on my thing, and I probably should answer that. Probably. Maybe. My answer is going to be no. Why would I be awake? No, of course I'm not awake. It's too early to be awake. All right, where are we? We are almost 50 minutes into this, so if anybody has anything they want to chat about, throw it up there. I am going to end this live stream just before 10:30 Eastern time because Papa Prepper's got his premiere coming up, and I'm going to go over there and catch that. Yeah, somebody wants to give me a call. I'm telling them I'm live. I'm trying to spell live really, really quickly, and I think I spelled livid, and that would have been a completely different conversation. We the people says he got his first death threat in emails this morning. Do you care to elaborate here on the stream? Don't get too detailed, but please elaborate. That's interesting. I got to say that's interesting. I am not that popular. I have never gotten a death threat in my email. Personally, and I'm going to say this for everybody, if you're going to give death threats to Grim, please do it in person. That's just my preference there. I really don't want it in my email or my P.O. box. I mean, if you start sending me those letters that you've pieced together, magazine letters to make words, I'm going to be disappointed. So please just, yeah, if you want to make a death threat, please do it in person. That's just my stance on it. So, yeah. But yeah, we the people, if you want to elaborate, I'm curious because that is a curiosity to me. I've never had that happen. What did you do that made this person like threaten you in such a manner? I mean, I did see your rant yesterday. I did watch that one. That was one of the only things I watched. That one. I watched Arkansas Living. Those were the only two videos I really watched yesterday. I watched quite a few Papa Prepper videos yesterday. That was entertaining. Papa Prepper has some really good information. Bobby G, welcome to the Gremlin Pack. Hutch Homestead says he doesn't have a single troll, and it's peeing him off. Somebody please hate me. Hutch wants somebody to hate him. Who wants to volunteer to troll Hutch? Anybody? We need a volunteer. I'm taking volunteers right now to go over and be Hutch Homestead's personal troll. Whoever it is, we need to make sure you have a lot of time on your hands. You're really a fast typer. So these are the qualifications here. You need to be a fast typer. You need to have, prepping plumber has first dibs. So we will. All right, prepping plumber, man. As long as you meet the qualifications, you're a fast typer. You got time on your hands. Yeah, just go over to Hutch Homestead, start the trolling. I'm not going to give like pointers on how to troll somebody. That's just, I mean, go find the lost product. He can give you pointers on how to troll people. The guy is good at it. He really is. Dusty Data, Hutch wears a dress. Okay, Dusty Data's getting on it. Hey, I'm going to get on this too. From what Northern Girl says, is Hutch has got a bunch of certain inflatable dolls, and he's building a new shed. So I'm kind of thinking that they are kind of so, yeah, Tommy, I really do need to step up my troublemaker game. I have not gotten any death threats. Now that I'm saying it on a live stream, I'm sure at least one's going to come in the mail with a magazine letters that have been glued onto a piece of paper. I will think that's funny. I really would. I would show that on. Make sure if you're doing it, it's not too vulgar because I want to show it on live stream when I get it. Because I will. Because yeah, I will. Uh, Yeah, I've never been the most humble person, Jim. I am humble in certain aspects of my life, but not all of them. So there is a place for that, in my opinion, but it's not every place, if that makes any sense. Theta Kong pancake? Please give me a definition of what I just said. The Theta Kong pancake. Did I say that correctly? The art of dueling solves the low ammo problem and it cuts the population in half. I can see your logic. I really can see your logic there. The art of dueling was lost many years ago. Yeah. Let's see. Did we the people ever answer? Yeah. You should see my response email. I'm scrolling up to see if I missed his answer. Did I miss it? No, I don't think I missed it. But yeah, if you want to elaborate more, I'll definitely send you a text. I got a phone call to make here in about 5 minutes. And yeah, we're going to end this here at just before 10:30 and make sure we go over and flood Papa Prepper. He's got that premiere coming up, and yeah, we got to be there. So going into the Prepper Con that we want to set up, Papa Prepper and his wife are helping with the setup process. And you know, I don't have enough to do already, so why not? I'm going to do it. Angry Prepper is going to be involved. He said he'll help any way he can. I know one thing that was mentioned is a fund. Somebody wants to start a donation fund for a certain person, a YouTube personality, you might say, to fly to wherever this PrepperCon takes place. A lot of people are saying we should do it in Florida. We'll see. Gray Man, I think, is going to be on board with this. Aren't you, Gray Man? Gray Man's going to help, and he agrees with Florida because he doesn't have to drive that far if that's the case. Right, Gray Man? So, but anyway, they want to take donations, and just curious because I am all for this. I think it's a brilliant idea, and I haven't mentioned it to that particular person yet, but that we want to take donations to have a YouTube personality flown to the PrepperCon, wherever it may be, and the person's name is, drum roll please, Victor. Victor. Yeah, Victor. Papa Prepper's in the house. I was just saying that you have a premiere coming up here in about 7 minutes, according to my clock, and we're all going to try to flood over there. Aren't we all going to flood over there? See what he's talking about and just, you know, raid with Gremlins. Oh, look, I got 4 dislikes now. 99 thumbs up, 115 people in the chat. I got 4 dislikes. I like all of my dislikes. I like my dislikes as much as I like my likes. I do. I think the dislikes are more entertaining than the likes, but hey. Yeah, so if we can get Victor at PrepperCon, the goal is to make sure we can get Arkansas living there as well and have set it up like the NRA show where there's special speakers that go up on like a stage type of thing. And we want Victor and Arkansas living sitting in chairs next to each other We need a backdrop made of Arkansas Living's truck and another backdrop of Victor's little, well, I guess it's Alaska Prepper's living area right there where he records. I think it's his living area. I know it looks like there's a couch behind him. We need backdrops of those. So we'll get Victor sitting there. We'll get Arkansas Living there. And then we'll need a volunteer for a translator because they can't understand each other. And we'll just set them side by side and then just see what happens. That is what I envision PrepperCon to be, is just Victor and Arkansas Living talking to each other. We don't really need to do anything other than that. That would be just perfect. So, yeah. All right. We just got just a couple minutes here. I'm going to give it probably 4 more minutes so everybody has time to make it over to Papa Prepper. I'm definitely going. I'll probably be on the phone, but I'm going anyway. And yeah, we got to go over there. Anybody got any last questions or comments? Put them in all caps. I will try to see them. Oh, I see something up there that, yeah, what did you say? Charlie Bronson says, yeah, I'd welcome the death threats, but not recommend unless you've been, I got to scroll, the chat's moving. Unless you've been in at least 300 fights, well trained. Yeah, well, yeah, I wouldn't recommend death threatening anybody. You could literally have legal issues from that, even through email. Just saying. Now, as a joke, if you are going to do it with the magazine, make sure you write something on the back that it's a joke, because it could be taken the wrong way. Just so you know. If it's not a joke, don't write anything on it, and we'll just send you an invite to the PrepperCon. Somebody suggested we set up a boxing rink at PrepperCon, give everybody gloves, and just, yeah, send a few people in there. No, Victor is not a hidden troll, Spock's brain. He's not hidden. Victor is like a right in your face kind of troll. He'll get there. No, but Victor is Alaska Prepper's son. If you ever watch Alaska Prepper, he's the guy with the Russian accent. That's Victor. Yeah, the Truth Warrior. Thank you as well. Yep, Papa starts in 4 minutes, and we are all going. I'm going. I'm going to shut up here in just a minute. So, yeah, really, any last questions? Put it in all caps. I'll do it. I still got a couple minutes, but, yeah, I'm going to go over there in a second anyway. So we are about to end this. We the people prepping, we're trying to keep it, like, legal, just legal. I mean, if they want to set up a cage, it just depends on the setup of this and where it's going to be and how this is going to work. Yep, party is at Papa's house. We are heading there right now. His premiere starts in just about 3 minutes now, 4 minutes. Bare Knuckles. All right, so we the people and Hutch, Bare Knuckles in the cage at PrepperCon 21 if we manage to get this set up. So, yeah, Hutch and we the people in the cage. They volunteered. I think in order to get Victor to PrepperCon, we just need to tell him that Hutch is going to be there and Hutch is bringing a stash. And that's going to get Victor to fly on over. I mean, he might just do it voluntarily at that point. We wouldn't have to coerce him if we just tell him Hutch is going to be there. So, all right. Yeah, Smith & Wesson created all men equal. And that's all I got to say about that. Anyway, guys, thank you all for being here. It's been a fun chat. Remember, you need 52 cans of every single can to have 1 year of food for one person. 52. 364 cans for 1 year of food for a whole year to have 1 can every single day. That's a lot of cans. And in order to have that, we need to really go over storage. We need to go over how to properly stack things and store things, and I'm going to make that video soon. All right, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you joining me here and listening to my shenanigans this morning. There's been some shenanigans here this morning. You just can't have a live stream with a gremlin without having shenanigans. But anyway, I'll see you over at Papa Preppers. I'm heading there right now. Thank you for watching. See you here in a minute, because that's where I'll be.